the Dapper deck from Vanishing Ink, and I'm going to walk you through a couple of really fun things that you can do using some of those extra cards that are included in the deck. Have you ever opened a deck of cards before and you're going through and you're wondering what to do with that card that's double-sided? Maybe it's got two backs or two faces on it, or maybe some of the cards are even blank on the face or blank on the back, right? There are different types of cards that we call Gaff cards that are special cards that you can use to enhance your Magic performance. And a lot of these specially designed decks of cards, for example, the Dapper deck here, come with some of these Gaff cards. So I thought it would be a lot of fun to talk about some of those today. And yesterday I did this video and I realized that the audio wasn't working. So hopefully the audio is working okay today. So hey Noah, how you doing? But can you hear me okay right now? Does the audio sound good? Because I'm going to show you guys a couple of fun things you can do. First, we'll start with the double backer card, and then I'll show you a couple things that you can do with the blank card. But before I do that, I wanted to show you guys the Dapper deck, because these are a pretty nice looking deck of cards here. So the Dapper deck is a marked deck by Vanishing Ink, right? So you can see the cards here. This is what the tuck box looks like. And then the cards themselves, thank you, Noah, I appreciate you, buddy. The cards themselves have this sort of paisley look to them. I think they look really cool. The fun thing about these cards here is that they are what we call marked cards, which means by looking at the back of the card, 9 of spades, 9 of clubs, there's the king of diamonds. Just by looking at the back of the card, it can tell you exactly which card it is that we're looking at, right? This deck also comes with these Gaff cards. So the two Gaff cards I'm going to focus on today are the double backer and the blank face card. So let's put the blank face card away for now, and let's just focus on the double backer card. The first trick that I'm going to show you guys today is a trick called the trick that fooled Houdini. Now, the Professor Di Vernon showed this trick to Harry Houdini, and this messed him up pretty bad. So we're going to take a look at what that looks like, okay? Let's just say the Jack of Spades is the card that you wanted to choose, right? We'll stick that card into the deck just like this. All I have to do is just wave my hand over the cards, and the Jack of Spades comes up to the top, right? And that's one card. No two cards stuck together or anything like that. Watch, we'll do it again. The Jack of Spades, it very fairly goes into the deck, just like this, right? I click my fingers, and the Jack of Spades. Again, it comes up to the top, and that's just one card, right? So the way that this works is very simple. We're going to just do two moves. We're going to learn the depth illusion, also known as the Marlowe tilt, and we're going to learn the double lift, right? So in order to do this, you're going to have your double backed card just chilling on the top of the deck, and you'll spread the cards, and you'll have the spectator choose any card, right? So it doesn't matter which one they pick. Let's just say that they pick this one here, this time the Jack of Hearts. What you're going to do now, while you're showing the Jack of Hearts like this, notice my left hand just kind of dips down to my side. I'm going to get ready the depth illusion, which looks just like this, right? So from the back, you can see this this break here. We're going to insert that card just between the top card and the rest of the deck here, the selection, that is. It goes just here, just like this. From the front, it just looks like the card is going somewhere into the middle of the deck, hence the depth illusion, right? So that card, the selected card, just gets placed underneath the top card. And now all we're going to do is something called a double lift, which is really simple. We're just going to take the top two cards and we're going to turn those over as one. Since the double backer card is on the top of the deck, by doing the double lift, what that allows me to do is take the top card off of the deck, and now I can very cleanly and very fairly show that card just like this. So it makes it really fun. Really easy, right? So let's look at that one more time, okay? There's the Jack of Hearts. I got my break here. That card gets placed into the deck just like this, just below the top card. You can square it all around, drop the cards, however you want to do it, right? And now all I'm going to do is a double lift. Whoop, that was a triple lift. Sorry, let me try that again. We're going to do a double lift. There we go. And now I can very cleanly peel off that top card, and I can show that it's just one. And now I'm set to do the trick again because the double backer is on the top of the deck. Now keep in mind, The reason that this fooled Houdini was because back then Gaff cards weren't really a thing, right? All Di Vernon did was just take two regular cards and just glue them together. So if you don't have one of these double backers, you can make one of these very easily just by gluing two cards together face to face, right? So I would take like the Jack of Hearts and like the Five of Diamonds here, and you just glue them together like this, and now you have a double backer card, right? So really easy. Now, let me show you another thing that you can do with this. This is a nice out if you screwed up and you need a way out, or this could be a nice finale to an ambitious card or a card to pocket routine. You're just going to stick your double backer into the card box, and the card box just gets placed into the pocket. So real quick, before I walk you through this, I got some people chiming in here, right? So Lucas, oh, welcome, Lucas. He says, how do you do the double? Is it a strike double? Very good question. I'll show you guys that in a little bit more detail in a second. And then Hungry and Hungover says, Di Vernon is such a legend. So we have the parade coming through here in just a second. Sorry, I mistimed this. I thought that the parade had passed already, but it looks like it's coming through. So hopefully you guys can hear me okay and it's not too loud. But yeah, let me walk you through that strike double real quick before I teach you guys the card to box bit. But the strike double is really simple. I just strike it with two fingers just like this, right? So the way that I do that is I'm going to bevel the cards a little bit, just kind of like this. You see how the cards are kind of bent, right? So I put some pressure down with my thumb to kind of bevel in the cards. And then I use my index finger to feel the corner of the deck here. And with enough practice, you can feel that that's just two cards. Like I can tell right now that that's two cards, right? Just like this. So let me try that again. A little bend. I dig in there and I can feel two cards. Now, I go into a lot more detail with this on my YouTube channel. I have a whole video. Let me bring you guys up so you can see me. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? I know that it's a little loud right now over here. I have a whole tutorial on my channel called How to Perform a Strike Double Lift. It's in the tutorials playlist, and that video is available for members. So if you guys want to get a little bit more of an in-depth lesson on how to do that, you're welcome to become a member, and then you'll have access to that playlist. So let's go ahead and take a look now at that tutorial. Again, let me bend you guys down here, and let me know if you can hear me okay. Yesterday I did this tutorial, and the microphone cut out because I nudged the receiver, and no one said anything. Everyone just left the video instead of telling me that the audio cut out. So let me know if you guys can hear me okay still. But you're going to have a card chosen, okay? And you're going to control it to the top of the deck. So let's just say they choose the Queen of Clubs. You can do any method of controlling the card to the top, whether it's a double undercut, right, or anything like that. And thanks, James. I appreciate you, buddy. So let's just say you lose the card into the deck, right? It was the Queen of Clubs, and I'm not sure where exactly it is. I can go through the deck, and I can say, which card did you choose? See, look, it's not in here anywhere. Which one was it? Oh, it was the Queen of Clubs. Let me see if I can find that card. And all I'm doing is I'm going through and I'm looking for the Queen of Clubs, right? So there it is there. I'm going to hold the Queen of Clubs so that it's here in this right-hand packet. And I go through, keeping track of where the Queen of Clubs is, and I cut the deck at the Queen of Clubs. And I say, I don't keep the card anywhere in the deck here. It's actually inside my pocket. And you see, as I did that, I simply cut the deck at the Queen of Clubs, right? So now we have that card on the top. I reach into my pocket, and I pull out the entire card box. I say, oh, not only is it in my pocket, it's actually inside of the box. If you look really closely, you'll see that there's one card there inside the box. And there's no other cards in there either, right? You can show that the box is completely empty. And now you're going to do the same thing again. You're just going to do a double lift, turn over the top card, show that that is their selected card, the Queen of Clubs. So this is a nice way to kind of get out of trouble if you screwed up the trick. Let me show you that one more time, kind of from the start. So we have the double back card inside of the box here. The Queen of Clubs is the card that they chose. Let's just say it gets lost into the deck, and I'm not sure where it is. And I don't even know what card it is that they chose. Well, I can say, watch, look, your card comes up to the top. Oh, that wasn't it. Sorry. Maybe there. Oh, it's not that one either. Sorry, one more time. Maybe there. No? Well, which card did you pick? Wait a minute, you saying you had the Queen of Clubs? Well, I'm going through the cards here, and I don't see your card anywhere. I don't keep the Queen of Clubs in the deck. I actually keep it right over here in my pocket, right? And so now I just cut the Queen of Clubs to the top of the deck. I reach into this pocket. I pull out to the deck box. And all I'm going to do is open the box. Be careful not to flash it. This is a double backer card, right? So I'm going to open the box like this, and I'm going to pull the card out just a little bit so that you can see that there is a card inside the box. And I say, look, there's one card in the box, nothing extra in there. And that gives me an excuse to let the card fall onto the deck. I put the box away, and now I'm going to do a double lift. And I'm going to say that's your card there, and they can get their card. They keep their card if it was signed, right? Or whatever like that. So that's a way that you can perform the trick, doing a little card to box. That's a fun thing that you can do with the double backer card. So now you must be wondering, oh, that's cool and all, but what the heck do I do with the blank card? So we're going to look at some ideas with the blank card now. But before I do that, let me bring you guys back up so you can see my beautiful face. And let's see who's in here hanging out. Xavier says he has his own card to box. I wanted to get clever with the name of it. It's Card Eats Box. Led to innuendos I wasn't going for. Yeah, I understand that. Trust me. Weston. Hey, Weston. How you doing, pal? Welcome. We're learning how to do some cool stuff with Gaff cards right now. So I'm going to show you guys something that you can do with a blank card, which I cut into the middle of the deck for some reason. So this is a blank-faced card. I'm going to show you just a couple things you can do with the blank-faced card. The first one is a blank fan, right? So you can show that all the cards, they're all normal on the back, but they're all blank on the face, right? And then all I do is I just kind of wave my hand over the card just like this. It prints the face of the card, right? I click my fingers, and now all of the cards have been printed, and you can see it's a full pack, right? So let's learn how to do that now. So this is something called a left-handed thumb fan. So I'm going to hold the cards here just like this. I'm going to hold the cards in my right hand, and I'm going to use my left thumb to perform a thumb fan, right? So when I do that, it looks like all of the cards are blank. What's actually happening here is there's no indexes on this side of the card. So if I spread through a little bit further, you can see the pips there, right? If I do the card holding it with the left hand and using my right thumb to spread through the cards, that's a right-handed thumb fan. You can see all of the pips, all the indexes here on the card, because there are indexes on this side of the card, right? So I hold it here just like this, pinching it between the first and the thumb. I use the left thumb here to do the thumb fan just like this. So it looks like they're all blank. You close up the fan, and now you're going to perform any color change that you want. Or you can just cut the cards if you want to. You can just cut the deck like that. But this is a trick called the Erdnase color change. So just a wave of the hand like this, and it looks like the card has been printed on the face. What I'm really doing is I'm pushing the top card forward, pulling the second card out, placing it back on the top, and then squaring up the cards, right? For a more in-depth look at this color change, again, become a member. It's only $5 a month. You guys will have access to my tutorials playlist where I teach how to do this in a lot more detail. But all I'm doing is I'm pushing the top card forward, pulling the bottom, the card under it out, and then squaring up the cards, giving a little rub, and then it looks like the cards were printed there, right? So that one is really easy to do. Come if you want. That one is really easy to do. And then from there, you're just going to do a right-handed thumb fan now, where you can see all of the cards have been printed. So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool little thing. So let me show you another thing that you can do with this now, with this blank card. If you know the Hindu Shuffle Force, you can do the Hindu Shuffle Force to show a bunch of blank cards as well. Click your fingers, and now the same thing. You can show that the cards are all printed now, right? Doing the Hindu Shuffle. So let's learn how to do that now. Same thing, we have that blank card on the face of the deck. The deck is facing down. To do the Hindu Shuffle, you're going to hold the cards here with the thumb and the middle finger. You're going to hold them at the short edge, just like this, right? I'm going to use my left hand, same thing, thumb and middle finger coming from underneath the deck to just take small packets of cards off the top of the deck instead, right? So now I can show the bottom, take off a few more cards, show the bottom, take off a few more cards, show the bottom, right? And now it looks like I'm just showing a whole deck of blank cards. Here's a little subtlety that you can do with this too. This doesn't add anything to the technique, but it makes it look a little bit more convincing. So you show some cards there. So those are blank there. Those are blank on this side. These are all blank as well. Notice I'm just coming up, then down, right? So it looks like I'm showing a bunch of different cards, but I'm really just showing the same card over and over again. And it makes it a little bit more deceptive than just going like this, right? Although there is nothing wrong with just showing the blank cards like this as well. It's completely up to you how you want to do it, right? You can also swing cut the cards instead. So you can swing cut the cards and say, yeah, this is a bunch of blank cards. You see, they're all blank. To do this, it's the same thing. You have the blank card on the bottom of the deck, and you're going to perform a swing cut. You're going to use your index finger to cut a small packet of cards and swing it into the left hand just like this. Cut and catch. Cut and catch. Cut and catch. Right? So that's the swing cut. And then you're just going to show the bottom card every time you do the swing cut, right? So you can say, yeah, I'm just going to show you that there's a couple of cards here and a couple of cards there, and they're all blank. So that's another way that you can do it as well. Now I have a really fun opener that I like to do using just a single blank card. Again, this is in the tutorials playlist. I'm going to run through it for you guys so you can kind of see it. But it's really easy to do, okay? This is a trick called Blindsided 2.0. And this is based on Os Perlman's Blindsided routine. I recommend you guys go check that out on penguinmagic.com if you guys want to see that one. But this is my handling of his effect. The effects are not really the same. They're two completely different methods, but the idea is still there. It's still kind of the same basic idea. So let me show you how the routine would go, right? I have a deck of cards here. You'll see that all the cards are blank, right? They're all blank just on the face. They're normal on the back, but blank on the face. I'm going to have you say stop anytime that you want. Right there. Perfect. Go ahead and memorize this card. Got it? Very good. We'll place it into the deck, and we'll even lose it a little bit further into the pack, just like this. So it's somewhere in the middle of the deck. But do me a favor, hold out your hand just like this. I give them the cards so that they are holding the deck this way, right between their hands. All I'm going to do now, while they're holding the cards, I'm going to reach into their hands, and I'm going to pull the bottom card of the deck out. So it looks like I stole their card from the middle of the deck. Remember, they're holding the rest of the cards in their hands like this still. So now they're holding the deck, right? I come over here with this single card, and I say, was that your card? Of course, it's a little gag, right? Because they're going to think that it's the one that they picked. Or, of course, all the cards look the same. So now I say, here, we'll change that card. We'll make it stand out from the other ones. And give it just a little shake just like this. And now that card looks different from all the other ones. It still looks blank. But I say, check the ones that you're holding. It looks different from all of the others. So now, remember, they're still here holding the cards like this in their hands, right? So now when they turn over the cards and go through them, now they're holding a deck of printed cards. So it looks like the cards printed in their hands. So let's learn how to do that real quick. All you need for this, sorry, I got so many cards in here. There we go. All we need for this is a blank card right on the face of the deck. Let's see here. I got a couple of questions popping off. Let me see who's in here real quick, and then I'll show you guys how to do this, okay? Weston says, nice. The illusion of blank deck is nice and fairly simple to do. With a blank card, you can do a very interactive visual card to hand or Ben Earl's Portal. Very visual. Erdney's classic color change. Let's see here. Xavier is asking me a bunch of questions. I'll answer these questions at the end, Xavier, I promise. And then Weston says, what if they call out it's blank before you can continue to do the trick? I say, you know what? This is a trick of the imagination. Watch, I promise it's going to get better. And then you just kind of steamroll through it, right? But Let me show you, okay? So really easy. I'm going to walk you guys through this step by step. So the card starts at the bottom. We've already learned how to do the left-handed thumb fan, so you're going to do that. And we've already learned how to display the blank cards like this. Now I'm going to place the packets together, but I'm going to keep a pinky break right below that blank card, just like this, right? You're being careful not to flash any of the other faces of the cards. I'm going to use my thumb to riffle down the side of the pack, and they're going to say stop anytime that they want. It doesn't matter where they stop you. All I'm going to do is pick up the entire stack above the pinky break and show that blank card again, right? So it looks like I'm picking a card somewhere out from the middle, but I'm just showing them the same blank card again. Now you're going to control that blank card to the bottom. You can simply just cut it to the bottom. You can do a double undercut if you want. You can do a pass. Whatever move you want to do to get that blank card back to the bottom of the deck. I'm going to hand them the cards. They're holding them just like this. And now the rest is done, right? You just steal out that blank card from their hand. You do the move where you shake the card. You say, look, it is different from the other ones. Check the cards in your hand. And now when they go through the deck, they're going to see that they're holding a deck of printed cards. So if you guys want a more in-depth look at that, again, feel free to become a member. It's only $5 a month, and you guys can check out all of the tutorials in my tutorials playlist. So feel free to do that. It supports the channel. It supports me. Let's see here. Xavier says, I like card to hand. Take random cards, say it's not there, place blank in their hand. Tell them to visualize it first. That's a really good one too. So you have the blank face card, and you could do like a top change or something, and you're going to give them their card now. Tell them to think about it, and then when they turn it over, now that single card is changed in their hand. That's a very, very good way to do that as well. What cards are those? They look really thin. So this is the Dapper deck by Vanishing Ink. The card stock isn't super thin. It feels just like a bicycle playing card. Let me tell you who prints these. They are printed. They are USPCC. They're printed by the United States Playing Card Company. So these are on the same kind of stock that like a bicycle playing card is on. It feels very similar. I don't know if they're using different stock, but it feels very similar. Let me show you what some of the cards look like too, just to give you guys an idea. So here's like the Ace of Hearts. Looks really pretty. There's the King of Diamonds, right? And again, if you're just tuning in, the cards are marked on the back. So just by looking at the backs of the cards, I can tell you exactly which cards you're looking at, right? So that's the Ace of Clubs. That's the Seven of Hearts. That's the Queen of Diamonds, right? And that's just looking at the backs of the cards. And you can see the back too. The design is very beautiful, and the markings are very cleverly hidden into the back. The markings on the backs of these cards are also not difficult to read once you know what you're looking for. You don't have to count dots or do a math equation in your head. You just simply look at the card and you can see exactly which one it is, right? Ten of Spades, Ace of Clubs, Three of Diamonds, Three of Spades, Ten of Hearts, Nine of Spades, etc., right? It's really easy to do, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is the Dapper deck, right, by Vanishing Ink. Of course, you can find this at vanishinginkmagic.com, or you guys can come into the magic shop right here on Main Street here at Disneyland in California, and you guys can come visit me, and you can pick up a deck here on Main Street. So in just a moment, the Dapper Dans themselves are going to come out, and they're going to do some cool stuff. I thought it would be fun, if you guys want, I'll stay on the stream a little bit longer, and you guys are welcome to join me. If you do not want to hang out with the Dapper Dans, or if you want to go watch the 49ers game, you guys are welcome to do that. But for those of you who are going to stick around, I'm going to stay live for a little while longer. You guys are welcome to continue to ask me questions about anything that you want. Let me just fold up my tripod here. And we're going to watch the Dapper Dans do maybe a song or two. For those of you who don't know who the Dapper Dans are, there we go. They are the barbershop quartet that sings right here on Main Street. So they perform all over Main Street. Today they're going to be performing right here in front of the Disneyland Fire Department. And here's a little fun bit of trivia for you, if you guys didn't know this. Just above the Disneyland Fire Department there, that's Walt Disney's old apartment. So he could actually live right here on Main Street when he would stay here. So he didn't have to go all the way home. He would just literally live here at Disneyland. So that's pretty cool, right? So that's Walt's apartment right there above the firehouse. And look who's here. Got Daniel here. He's hanging out. For those of you who don't know, too, the magic shop is just a stone's throw from here. Let me show you guys. So there's the Disneyland Magic Shop, just behind the omnibus. Hopefully the omnibus moves out of the way so you guys can see. There it is right there. There's the Main Street Magic Shop. We'll go in there and we'll harass Jason too. So, have you ever ridden the bus? Yeah, it's fun. You guys should ride it. It's fun. Michael Lawrence asks a question. He says, do you do rubber band magic? I finally got a solid routine together. I don't like opening with cards. That's another great point too. A lot of times you'll take out a deck of cards and the first thing you do is say, pick a card, any card, and then the audience, of course, says, oh, I've seen this one already, right? So if you take out the blank cards, yeah, Dapper Dance featuring O'Brien. I'm going to do my set. I'm going to start singing here. If you take out the blank cards and you say, yeah, this is a card trick, but this is a little bit different because this is a trick of the imagination. You see all these cards are blank. Well, now it's a little bit more interesting, right? It's not that same, oh, I've seen this trick already kind of thing. So the Dapper Dans should be coming out any minute now, I think. You can see their little, I want one of those things. One of those little carts with like the thing on it. Put like my close-up table on it. Right? It'd be pretty cool. Bit cloudy in California today. Yeah, it was raining earlier. I was worried it was going to start raining on the stream. But yeah, it's not bad. It's been pretty nice, beautiful weather today. And ooh, the balloons are coming out. Check out the balloons. So right now we're celebrating our 100th anniversary of the Walt Disney Company. So if you look closely, you'll see the new merchandise all says like 100 on it, right? It's for the Disney 100 anniversary celebration. So it's pretty packed at the park right now. Pretty busy. Daniel, do you want to do something? Doing some magic stuff. There we go. What's up, buddy?
I'm on YouTube.
You saw me on YouTube?
Yes.
Very cool. Hi, how are you, buddy?
Good.
Yeah, we're live right now. We got a few people watching.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna watch the Dapper Dans. They're coming out to do their set right now.
This is Vaughn.
Hi, nice to see you. Good, good. We're gonna watch the Dapper Dans. They're gonna do a set for us. For those of you who don't know who the Dapper Dans are, like I said, they are the barbershop quartet right here on Main Street, and they are pretty good. They're one of my favorite acts to watch here at Disneyland, so we're gonna check them out. We saw the Dapper Deck. Now we're gonna watch the Dapper Dans.
There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining every day. Oh, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow, and tomorrow shines away. He had a dream and that's the start. He followed his dream with mind and heart, and when it became a reality, it's a dream come true for you and me. So
they're starting to get a little crowd now.
Tomorrow, and it's shining every day. a great big beautiful tomorrow.
Should I go in there and start singing, you guys?
Just a dream away. Just a dream away.
Yay! They are really good. We're gonna go back over to the magic shop now. We're gonna go bother Jason. You guys wanna go see Jason? He's at the shop today. And I'll even show you where the hidden Mickeys are. You guys wanna see? You wanna come? Perfect, let's go look for the hidden Mickeys. I'll show you guys. So next time you guys come to visit me at the magic shop and you bring your family with you, you guys can look really cool in front of your family and you can show them where the hidden Mickeys are. Hi. Oh, very cool. Yeah, you want to get a picture? Here, I'm going to put you guys down for a second. Very cool. Thank you so much, buddy. Michael. Michael, yeah. You guys have fun, okay? Thank you. I'm a celebrity here at Disneyland, apparently. But yeah, so I'm going to walk you guys into the magic shop. I'm going to show you where the hidden Mickeys are. But real quick, before I do that, I'm going to show you where the magic shop even is. So this is Main Street down this way. That's the castle all the way there in the back. You guys can kind of see it, right? If you look behind me there, that's where the train station is. So we're standing right in the middle of Town Square right now. But you'll see the magic shop. You shouldn't miss it. It literally says Main Street Magic right on the building there. So you guys just walk on in, and then you will see my ugly mug or one of the other handsome gentlemen that we have inside of the store. But let me show you guys where the hidden Mickeys are. So if you guys want to come and visit me, you can see. We're coming in. The magic shop's popping off right now. It's like all packed in here. All right. Look at that. Busy. I love it. So here's the first one. Little ropes right there inside the case. And then the second one is right on the ceiling. See if you can find it. I'll give you a hint. It's right there. Isn't that cool? And then the other fun thing is all of those cards that are on the ceiling, those are all signed by magicians that used to work in here. Let's look at Jason. Hi, Jason.
Hello.
Jason, are you ready to do a magic trick for the folks watching at home?
Yeah, actually, I have a really good mentor. He taught me some linking ring tricks.
Some linking rings? What? I've never seen this before. I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, we're going to see Jason do some fun linking ring tricks. You guys want to see some cool magic? Jason's about to bust out right now.
Yeah, these guys are called the linking rings. You take 4 solid rings like this, and you link them together. Just like so. Watch now, if you're fast enough, all it is a blow. It separates just like that. Now, sometimes the ring is kind of hard to link, so I like to trap it a little bit so it doesn't move around too much. Just like that. It's there, like so. Then eventually you have this cool little metal ring bag you can just hold around and walk around like this. Exactly.
The viewers at home are going wild for you, Jason. They're doing the with the alarms blaring and everything. So you guys might not know this too. This handsome devil. No, I'm not talking about Steve Martin. I'm talking about Jason. No, but that other guy too in the back. That guy there. So Steve Martin actually started his career working in the store, or at least that's the legend, right? His book Born Standing Up has a whole chapter dedicated to his time at Disneyland and how he started his career as a stand-up comedian. So it's pretty cool. So this place is full of history. So the moral of the story, the thing that I'm trying to tell you guys right now, is come in here, come see us, come hang out, see some cool magic tricks, and yeah, just have a lot of fun. Come visit us at Disneyland. We love seeing you guys. You'll see some decently interesting magic tricks. No, but really though, we do have some fun stuff. For those of you not aware, Vanishing Ink owns the chain now. So we got some new stuff in here from Vanishing Ink. And of course, we have the classic stuff as well. So if you want to bring family in here and find a gift for someone that's never done any of this stuff before, you're welcome to do that. Or if you want to buy a fancy pants deck of cards, we got you covered on there too. We have the Theory 11s. We have all of that stuff. So I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. Before I do that, let me see who's in here. You've driven the bus before. It was fun. The omnibus, the double-decker bus. Xavier's popping off in the chat. We're not going to go to BK or Carl Jr. today. No. All right. You guys are awesome. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for chilling. Bye.